Searching the internet for images and useful materials can be a challenge. Not only are you looking for something high quality, but you also want to ensure you are reusing materials in compliance with copyright laws. You may be scratching your head at times wondering, can I use this? You may want to use a soundtrack or video, but are unsure how to navigate copyright issues. Creative Commons makes creating adaptations and collections of works easier knowing that you comply with copyright and sharing privileges. Creative Commons makes available millions of images, videos, music tracks, and more through online collections such as Flickr, Wikimedia, YouTube, and the Creative Commons search portal. For example, by using the Creative Commons search portal, you can filter by specific Creative Commons licenses, making it easy to find exactly what you need. These searchable libraries contain vast quantities of photos, music for your podcast, and even educational videos. Have you ever used a Creative Commons licensed work for your creative project? What did you find? Let us know in the comments. You can use individual images and elements for your project, but is it possible to combine multiple elements? Can you still use the materials if you combine them? What if you want to change a Creative Commons licensed work to suit your needs? Understanding the Creative Commons licensing is key. Look for the following symbols to understand what you can do with Creative Commons licensed work. By means you must give credit to the original creator. The non-commercial mark means users beyond the original creator cannot make a profit off the work. The share-alike mark means users who adapt works must use the same license. And the no derivatives mark means users cannot adapt the work. Works in the public domain are open for adapting and sharing. Now, let's talk about remixes and adaptations. Adaptations, remixes, and derivatives are interchangeable terms. A new work that is derived from an existing work is considered an adaptation. Changes made to the original work result in a new creation. Adaptations include using excerpts from large works and rearranging the excerpts in some way, changing the format of a work into a differing creative work, like making a book into a film, modifying elements of the work. Changes to the format or medium of a work, such as distributing a digital book in print, are not considered adaptations. Creative Commons licenses allow you to remix existing works unless the license presents a no derivatives mark. Of course, the fair use doctrine still applies when applicable. Users can also remix no derivatives marked works for personal use only under the version 4.0 terms of the licenses. If adapting a share-alike marked work, the new work must use the same share-alike marked license when distributed. To determine if the license on an adapted work is compatible with the license on the original work, you can consult the Creative Commons license compatibility chart. Remixing and adapting allows you to build upon the work of others, creating something entirely new. This is where the real creativity happens. But remember, it's crucial to follow the specific license terms. Some licenses require you to give attribution, while others might restrict commercial use. Now, let's talk about an example of an adapted work. Adaptations are like recipes, sandwiching and rearranging individually licensed works into a newly created work. Notice the make of a new meme by combining a Creative Commons licensed meme, a Creative Commons licensed image, and other graphics. Note the new license and its attributions to the derivative works. The newly licensed adaptation uses a share-alike mark within the new license because at least one of the original works uses the share-alike mark. The other work included in this remix is in the public domain. The share-alike mark is compatible with both of the original licenses. Always give proper attribution and double-check the license requirements. A collection is a curated assembly of existing works, often themed or topical. It's like a library or a recipe book, providing a concise way to share a group of Creative Commons licensed resources. So, how does a collection differ from a remix? Each item in a collection retains its original form and copyright status, governed by its specific Creative Commons license. Take a look at this collection called Meme Recipes. Notice how each work in the collection must provide attributions. The newly created work earns its own license as a collection. However, the new license applies only to this new arrangement, not the individual works displayed within the collection. Now that you know about Creative Commons, collections, and remixes, what will you create? Have you ever remixed something before? What kind of projects are you working on? Share your ideas in the comments below. Creative Commons is a powerful tool for sharing and building upon the world's creative knowledge. So go out there, explore, and create. Happy creating!